Hello everyone, back again. This is Saturday, the 8th of March 2025. The news I wish to bring to you this time is why has our Prime Minister, the Prime Minister of the UK, not allowed a bill to go to Parliament that protects the unborn child from potential health defects? The answer is clear, blatantly clear within my mind. But what do you think? We'll find out. The bill I'm speaking of is a bill to make unlawful first cousin marriages. Sir Kier Starmer today signalled Labour would block a Tories MP bid to introduce a legal ban on first cousins being able to marry in England and Wales. Richard Holden, a former Conservative minister and an MP for Basildon and Billericay, has proposed changes to existing marriage legislation. Current laws state the prohibited degrees of relationship for marriage, including those of a sibling, a parent, or a child, but not between first cousins. First cousins being the son or daughter of two siblings. So it could be a daughter of a sister or son of a sister and a daughter or son of a brother, and they are getting married. But let's just check before I jump ahead. Okay, so Mr. Holden's marriage prohibited degrees of relationship bill is seeking to prohibit the marriage of first cousins. We got that. His bill is due to return before the House of Commons yesterday, and ahead of its scheduled second reading, Mr. Holden pushed for government support. Well, you would do, wouldn't you, if you've got a bill that is going to help children from not being born with birth defects? Speaking during Prime Minister's questions, Mr. Holden, MP Holden, urged Sir Keir to think again after Downing Street previously indicated it had no plans to change the law. A marriage between first cousins carries significant health issues, many of which aren't even knowable until post-birth, he told the Prime Minister. So it carries significant health issues, and many we don't know until the child is born with defects. And when practiced generation after generation, there is a significant multiplier effect. Mr. Holden added, in addition to the real impact on the openness of our society and women's rights in our country, these are also significant. After all, there are significant dynamics in having and sharing the same set of grandparents. True. In my mind, it's true. And by historical fact, it's true. But Sir Keir signalled the government would not be throwing its support behind Mr. Holden's bill, with the PM replying, "We've taken our position on that bill, thank you." What an abrupt and disgraceful response that was. You must agree. I'm sure you do. On Friday, this government had the choice to let Mr. Holden's bill to ban first cousin marriages go through the committee stage. Mr. Holden first introduced his bill to Commons in December 2024, when it was met opposition from independent MP Iqbal Mohammed, the MP for Dewsbury and Batley, who told the Commons last year that many people view family intermarriage as very positive. Many people? Well, if you're Muslim, they agree, they believe it's beneficial, but that's not many people compared with the population of Great Britain, is it? He said, this is Mohammed, he said it seems as something that could help build family bonds and put families in a more secure financial foothold. But Mr. Mohammed also admitted there were health risks for the children of such marriages. Now, let's take apart that bit about the financial foothold it gives these families who intermarry. the financial foothold is not borne by the family. It's borne by the National Health Service. It's borne by the doctors and the nurses and the GPs. It's borne by the public. It's borne by the taxpayer. It's borne by social services. They don't care, do they? As long as they're being able to marry their cousin. But he said a more positive approach, this is Mohammed speaking again, but he said a more positive approach would be to facilitate advanced genetic test screening for couples wishing to marry. So, government again, to facilitate advanced genetic test screening, more costs for the taxpayer because they want to marry in their own families. He also called for education programs. Well, that's going to cost more money again. To be targeted at those communities where family intermarriage is most common, as he urged MPs to reject an outright ban. It's again, give my community money, pay for our facilities, pay for our mistakes, pay for our deliberate mistakes, pay for our problems when we go ahead and create them by marrying our own cousin, first cousin, by marrying my sister's brother, or child, I should say. And Sir Kier Starmer said, we've already put our ideas forward, and we're not going to change it. We're not going to change our mind. We're going to stay with it. We're not going to change it. Why? Well, this goes back to the grooming gangs, doesn't it? Where Labour didn't want to upset the Muslims. This goes back to many things at the moment. This two-tier policing, this two-tier justice system, and now we've got a two-tier marriage system where they're allowing Muslims to intermarry their own cousin, first cousin, their auntie's or uncle's child. It's disgraceful behaviour in my mind. I don't know about you. We'll find out when your comments come in, won't we? So Mohammed has said that we should not oppose it because it's financially good for them. It creates family bonds. Surely they've got the family bond already. It's your cousin. It's your sister's child. It's your brother's child. Yeah. My mind boggles at all this. So, Downing Street indicated the government had no plans to ban marriages between first cousins, despite their health risks. I thought they was trying to get the health service onto an even footing financially, but they're not. They have no plans to ban marriage between first cousins, despite the health risks. It's this George Orwell newspeak where 2 and 2 make 5. We want to make the health service more cost efficient, but we're going to keep people right to marry in their own family and create the health risks that the health service have to deal with. It's circular thinking starting off from a wrong premise in the first place. I think the expert advice on the risks of first cousin marriage are clear. That is from number 10. The spokesman from number 10 said, I think the expert advice on risks of first cousin marriages are clear, but in terms of legislation, the government has set out its priorities. Have they? What were the priorities? Escaped me. Here we see the excuse from Mr. Iqbal Mohammed MP is a financial benefit. Building family bonds, putting families on a more secure foothold. How is that so? I have to ask, when most of the children affected by genetic disorders due to some same family marriage are from the same families, who is paying for their treatment and upkeep? The British taxpayer. Mohammed's other suggestion he raised to contradict the proposed bill to facilitate advanced genetic test screening creates a further cost on the British taxpayer. He also called for education programs to be targeted at those communities where family intermarriage is most common. Who will pay for the education program? You guessed it, the British taxpayer. But why is the government, the Labour government, not interested in legislation? They've got legislation that they were interested in stopping silent prayer within 150 metres of an abortion clinic. They've ordered the police to arrest people for standing silently, offering help on an A4 board saying, "Here to help if you need it or you want it." So they're interested in making that legislation. But that was against white Christians, not Muslims. So why are they not interested? Why is the Labour government not interested? Why is Kier Starmer not interested? Could it be the problem that involves the Muslim vote? The problem that meant that nothing was done about the Muslim rape gangs is rumoured to be because of the Muslim vote. The bill that Labour is backing, which will produce different and lesser sentencing by courts for minorities, is going through. The Labour government is backing. Strange that. They're backing a bill that will give lighter sentences to ethnic minorities. But they won't back a bill for those same ethnic minorities that prevents them from creating health problems for their resultant children. Your comments, please. Your comments. Give us your comments. Tell us what you think. And don't forget, if you like these short posts, press the like button. But most of all, it's very important. This is, don't forget, please subscribe. Press that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a penny. It doesn't cost you a cent. It doesn't even cost you a rupee. It's totally free. So why not just press that subscribe button and enable me to continue with these quick fire information bulletins. So what I'm going to say now is bye for now.